Hey guys, it's Josh and Serene from our Story So Far, and welcome to our CTFxCinema movie review of Big Fish.
Real Big Fish.
Not the band, Real Big Fish.
Not the band, but just Big Fish.
It's a father and son, father on his deathbed, and like the son just wants to the father like has always told these stories about his life, and it's like they always seem like so extravagant and so ridiculous, and he's like, I just want to know about you. I just want to know about the real you.
Growing up, you know, like believing these stories, and then you get to that certain age and you're just like, okay, that can't have happened to you. Like, that could have happened to you. And how many different stories there were. It was just so extreme. Like, these things, like...
And you just want to know your real father. You just want to know his real
He wanted to know what really happened. I think he thought everything was fake. Every story that he's ever heard, he thought was fake. And he always thought his father was embarrassing himself, you know, telling these tall tales, and that nobody could really believe all of this. I think it's funny though when he does start rooting around, like he flies back in because I guess his dad's really sick, you know, like kind of in his last days or whatever. Yeah. And it's funny when the son goes looking through this stuff and he does find facts of reality, like stuff that did happen, like the World War, like...
He also found the hand, like the mechanical hand.
Yeah, from when he was a
salesman, and he was just like finding like little things throughout the way.
And I think also from the dad's point of view, like, he was gone a lot. He was a salesman. He was a salesperson. Yeah. They were on the road all the time, and like that was another thing the son was really mad about, like him being away so much. But like when you come back with these tales to tell your like son, like it makes life a little bit better than like being an ordinary person, like, oh, I went on a sales call to Texas and that was it, and now I'm back.
The main story that he tells all the time is about like this big fish that he caught when his son was being born and stuff like that. When actually he found out that his dad was like, that the son was born a week early and the dad was like in Kentucky. Yeah, doing sales. So like some of them were fake, but some of them were real. And then some of them were metaphors for other things. But like the ones that were like genuinely fake, like the one about his son's birth, was literally because I feel like the father was like, felt bad that he wasn't there. Yeah. And he's like, well, I need to give you a better story of just saying that I was like selling a mechanical hand, because like you deserve better than that because you're like my son. When
the movie started and this guy kept telling stories, I was like, oh my god, if that was my grandfather, I would walk away too. But you have a certain amount of patience, but then it kept going and going. I was like,
if I wasn't watching this movie for cinema, there was a very good... I don't know if I would turn it off, because it takes a lot for me to turn off a movie, but I would have checked out. I would have went on the internet, went on the computer, watched it in the background, been like, whatever. But I was like, okay, we're doing this for cinema, we have to watch it. And I was like, blown away.
The ending was worth it.
So the ending culminates with like... Because the father, another story that is, he looked into this witch's eye and knows how he's going to die. And he's like, this isn't how I'm going to die. I'm not going to die from cancer. And it ends with him in the hospital because he had a stroke, and then the son's there, and the father wakes up and he's just like, tell me the story about how I die. And he's like, the river. And the son goes through this elaborate thing of like all the people that he meets, that the father's met, and this whole story and everything like that. Like you do see the real funeral. Like the story you got to see him like but the real funeral, and the son was just like, okay, like he's gone, it's time to, we're all moving on. You know, it's kind of just like, I'm making peace with everything. All the people that in the story are real. Like the giant is at the funeral, like
except for the Siamese twins.
The Siamese twins are actually, they're just really twins.
They're really just normal twins.
So that's what I mean, like some of the stuff was like exaggerated a little bit, but other things weren't. Like
and the son carries on, like you see like right at the end, like his son, because his wife is pregnant in the movie, that you see his son telling stories of the grandfather. Yeah. So it's like the grandfather not only like created these awesome stories but he will also live in those awesome stories forever. What do you give this movie?
I'm gonna let you give a rating first because I have my rating in mind.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, I was just gonna go with that. I'm going with a 9. This movie blew.
But the thing is, I don't know if I can watch it again.
I don't know if I go. I'm not saying you can give something a 9 and not say you can watch it again.
I know. I think when it's a 10 out of 10, you can watch it again. Yeah. And it was amazing.
This movie was just a 9.
But this was just
it was a 9 because it made me just be like, I can't believe this movie turned me around from a complete 180. Yeah. From before, and also, I will give you a side note, because every time I watch a movie, every movie I watch, I go on IMDb and go look at the trivia. Fun fact, go look up the song, watch this movie, you gotta watch the whole movie, go look up the song by Yellowcard called How I Go, and the band hasn't come out and said it, you know, officially, but the lyrics in there coincide exactly with the stuff that you learn in the film.
Yeah,
it is
really
uncanny.
It was a review. If you want to do a review just like this one, go check out Allie's channel and she will tell you what movie we're watching next. And all you do is watch the movie and do this and record yourself talking about the movie. Pretty simple.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time for our CTFxCinema review.
Bye.